Hello, good morning, everyone. Today we have the opportunity to meet Dr. Varghese. And Dr. Varghese is from India and he has appeared for his Section 2 exam in this July. And he has passed his Section 2 exam in the first attempt. It's a great pleasure for us to have Dr. Varghese, who is going to share his FRCS journey. And Dr. Varghese, many congratulations. And finally, he got free from his busy schedule and we had a time to interact now. So welcome, Dr. Varghese. Please, can we have a brief introduction about yourself and about your FRCS journey?
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ankit. It's a great pleasure. Actually, I'm very thankful to you. So, because I think that I would not have cleared it in the first attempt or even multiple attempts if I have not joined your class. That is the first word I wanted to tell. Because I am working in a private medical college. It is little busy schedule here,
Right.
and there. So actually, I applied for FRCS in 2019.
Okay.
Last part of 2019, my exam was scheduled in March 2020.
Okay.
Preparing with, I was not having a good idea about what to study and all. And my plan was at that time I was doing my SRship bond after MCH. So I
Okay.
was planning to look for a what do you say, go to UK after that.
Okay. Okay.
Then, COVID came and exam got postponed.
Right.
Then I got a job here and I settled well. Then I forgot about this later.
Right.
After that, they gave chance to write in 2021 or something. I gave two attempts. I failed. Then I realized I don't know what to study. At that time, your classes were not there, or I don't
No,
have
it was not available. Okay.
that. So I asked a few of my friends what to study. They were also not having any idea. So I prepared with Campbell. Actually, during MCH time also, we were studying Campbell only.
Right.
Some EAUs we may go through in between. That was our study pattern. So I was only dependent on Campbell and that review of Campbell. There was no MCQ books and all. So ultimately, I landed up joining in speed entrance coaching for MCH entrance
Right.
exam they're conducting. So I thought I will get some idea about MCQs and all. And later I got some few books also that MCQ preparatory. Somehow I cleared first part. That they gave a date on 2023 or last January or something like that. Then they canceled the exam at Dubai at that time. And before that, I came to know about your class and I joined for that. I attended 2, 3 sessions. Then I got a message that this exam is possible. Then I came back to my schedule, and after that, I again joined your class in last March, last or April beginning. That was the preparation, and once again, I'm really
I remember, Dr. Varghese, before you joined the sessions again, we were having a talk late night. Like you have a very busy schedule, you do freelancing and you practice and you have cases till 9 p.m. And it's very difficult for you to find out study time. So we were having this discussion, but I told you that no, you can do it. It was, I think, about 2, 3 months before your exam. We were having this discussion. And then you did it, and it's your hard work. I saw the improvement. Like we had a lot of interactions in the classes, and I could appreciate the improvement from the beginning till the end and the mock exams that we had. So it's a great pleasure for us to see that you now have a diploma for FRCS.
told you in that March time, no, I was not sure whether to write it or not,
Yeah,
give an attempt or waste an attempt or not, because I was not studying anything. What I was literally doing was during my travel in between, I used to hear your previous recorded sessions. That is the only preparation I was doing at that time. I got a gap between first part and second part, a big gap, I think, because I am
Varghese, your voice is breaking in between. Sorry for interruption. Your voice is
so
in between.
network issue is there. Okay. Can you hear now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, that's it. Then I joined your class and then I take some I reduced my practice and all little bit for the last
Yeah.
two.
No, your voice is
That's
breaking.
why I got time to prepare.
Your voice is breaking, so no, we could not get the last part.
Yeah, then I reduced my practice a little bit. Then I watched your videos and joined the class again.
Yeah, so that's a very
Initially, I remember when
yes. So whoever like if you are thinking
I
you have a long break between your section one and section two, so it's not always needed. Like you don't have to be scared if there is a break between section one and two. If you have a break, don't worry. Still, you can appear and clear for your section two in the first attempt. So Varghese is a very live example for this. Those who feel that most of the candidates we discuss, they usually have a very short gap between one and two. They usually complete one and two in the same year, and most of them say the same thing. But when we hear Varghese, we get an example that you can appear for the section one and section two with a long break in between and still clear the section two in the first attempt. Varghese, that's a wonderful thing, a wonderful achievement on your part. What else was your part of your preparation strategy? You had a very busy schedule. I always knew that. So how could you manage that? So you used to listen to the videos during your travel. What else would you do?
yeah I was not able to take long leaves for studies because I am working in a medical college. They have to show attendance and all, and we cannot postpone the cases indefinitely because cases will be piling up. So I was getting evening times only. Then I was aware that I may not be able to read all these recommendations or the textbooks that Oxford, and that textbooks I have not even seen.
Right.
What I did, I watched your videos. Videos means multiple times, and I post in between seconds by seconds and post
Right.
the slides. I took notes from that only,
Right.
and exactly all the points I wrote down. Then I went through some of the videos of Dr. Ananta,
Yeah.
and in between, I revised my old part one notes, whichever necessary, very bare minimum. And whatever you told, I focused to that. I was aware that I have not read the EAU guidelines or the Oxford textbook or that pediatrics textbook. That all I have not even seen. Then I was aware that whenever I was presenting with you in during the class, most of the time I was fumbling, and it was very bad. I know when you
Not
go
all.
through the old videos,
Initially, it's I know it's initially it's always fumble, but then I could appreciate the improvement towards the before the exam. There was much improvement, and that's what the whole idea of this everyday practice is. You get better. It's obviously you're doing the same thing every day. You get better in that.
how it happened was I got very good study partners, Dr. Abhimanyu and Anup Roy. We were sitting till late nights and discussing most of the days,
Yeah. Again, your video froze.
even alternate days on that. They were very good partners. And yeah, that is it. Practice is much more important. And we should know what to tell and what not to tell, where to tell.
Yeah.
And that was completely got from your class only. I was not having any such idea. Basically, I am not a good performer in the Viva. So I just focused on your classes. That was the sole reason for my
No, I
success.
know. It feels very good when you find the classes useful because the whole idea of the classes is to assimilate the guideline. You said that you did not have to go to the EAU guidelines, Oxford. The whole idea of the presentations is we try to bring about the references and the guidelines all in the classes so that you don't have to open multiple books and try to find references for everything. There has to be evidence-based teaching so that you can quote in the exam evidence-based answers. I think that's very important.
I remember you telling that in the 10 minutes you may not be getting time to think. Whenever you think and answer, that will be making confusion and all. Reflex should come.
Right.
So I what I did was concentrate more on your classes. Whatever the previous two batches, I think I have your complete videos. My batch, last batch, then 2023 October batch,
Yeah.
the recordings prior to that batch also. That all I have.
Yeah.
So I heard times all the classes. So for the second part, I can confidently tell that if I have passed this, that is only because I concentrated more on your videos. If I had to go to read other books and EAU and format, it would have been utter failure.
I think
because
of your dedication as well. You had very less time for preparation, but still you managed to do it. I think you spent a lot of time in the study group also with your study partners. Everything cumulative has led to your success. I think feels good that I have been a part of it, but I am not the only part of it. There are a lot of other things. Your family has suffered a lot because of your study. Because you are a family person, how do you think it's difficult or easy to one should manage the family in during this preparation phase?
basically I like to spend more time with family during my MCH and other courses. Also, I spend much time with family. I know the time with the kids will pass very fast, and we will not get it back. That is what I want. I spend with them much most of the time. So last 2.5 months when I was studying, it was very tough for them. They supported very well also. And yeah, family is a great part to support
Right.
us for this.
The first
And
is the family always.
then family always. And I got very good study partners, Abhimanyu and Anup Roy. Abhimanyu was having previous experience also. That also helped very much. He
Yeah.
was telling about the day of the exam. He met you at the exam, and you were very calm and quiet, sitting on the corner, and everybody else were reading and discussing it all. And all that helped us in the exam.
Right. What do you think was your exam day experience? Whatever you said, that's amazing. But what about the exam day? Did you expect the exam to be like what you thought in your mind, or was it different from your expectations?
Almost, yeah. Apart from 2 3 stations where I got some trouble, other parts it went smooth.
Okay.
Because I could not take leave and study. I took leave for 21 days. I got some other this observership also there. So
Right.
I planned 3 vacation like that. My brother is there. So I went 10 days prior to the exam there and sat in his room and
Right.
studied from. Actually, that helped a lot. At that time, we were also doing group discussions.
Yes.
So 2 days prior that exam, I went to Glasgow for the exam. So and that 2 days, I was a little bit relaxed and I was revising, only revising.
Yes.
And otherwise, my suggestion is that you reach the examination center or nearby at least 2 3 days prior, because there
Uh,
will be some problem regarding the jet lag and all. Our sleep cycle will be disturbed, and you have to cope up with that. That is one thing, and get a good sleep before the exam. Our one Dr. Anu could not clear that is a sad thing. I think he was having more knowledge and he was presenting better than me. What happened for him was, I think, the day prior the exam, he reached Glasgow and there was some confusion with hotel room and his sleep was totally lost. That was the only reason for his failure. So I suggest to reach there 2 or 3 days prior, because we are investing so much time and money. So we have to reach 4 or 5 days also is, if it is possible, it is okay. Reach there, sleep well, and go to the exam with a good breakfast. One mistake what I did was that affected one of my section very badly. Initially, I was not discussing with anyone or not listening to anybody discussing. In
right.
between, somebody came after their session. They came and told that there was a testicular mass, small mass. They suggested orchidectomy and testicle preserving surgery, something they have asked.
Right.
So at that time, I got some distracted. We have a set plan for testicular tumor,
Right. Right.
so we are all prepared like that. Same case got for me. I initially told about the testicular sparing Shiva's procedure, and that case was completely mishap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Don't
better not
overhear.
discuss
You overhear conversations.
any.
Yeah, when you discuss and overhear conversations, you are going to because there are multiple ways the scenario can divert, and you don't know what scenario has been asked to that candidate exactly and why the question went to testicular sparing. You don't know. So just be normal in your answering and just go with the flow, right? Don't worry about what he was asked. they want to hear.
For the other candidate, or don't try to overhear or discuss in the day of exam. Day of exam, you keep quiet. I was keeping quiet till last session. That was my last session, the oncology 1 and 2. Last session, by that time, something happened. I was not planning to tell anything for Shiva's technique or anything, but it happened like that.
Right.
So that is advice. Don't listen to others' questions or anything. You prepare the case scenarios wise and discuss and all. They will twist and ask some nonsense questions and all. Everything was there. They will try to misguide you. They will try to distract you. Everything they will try. Examiners are like that only. Don't expect a very fair and like that. There will be some problems with some examiners. They will try to trap you, and you should not get into the trap. Whenever I got some confusion, that's got less.
Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Varghese. Whatever you said, I think really very important points you highlighted. All the things, it's not the same. Every candidate who comes here after the result, they have something new to add. And I felt that what you said was definitely different from what other candidates have highlighted so far. Just one last closing statement. What would you say for the November candidates if like they have 3-4 months left for their preparation? If you have to suggest something for them.
This everyone has passed first part, so the knowledge is okay for everyone. So the next thing is practice. Practice the key things and practice repeatedly. I suggest to go through your recordings, previous recordings, and revise multiple times. Get study partners early. Now itself, if they can find 2 or 3 people can sit together, have a Zoom meeting or WhatsApp group call, and they have to practice speaking out is very important. Right. Whatever we all know the evidence that or everything, but by practice only you will be able to express it. Because initially when I was presenting, I was not able to tell any evidence. But during the exam, most of the evidence I could tell in the exam. Right. So all that come with practice only. So you have to get a study partner and practice. Don't time discussing and all. You practice, discuss the salient points in the with your study partners.
Right. Very important. Practice is the most important thing for a communication-based exam. Your knowledge is strong. You already know everything. Only thing is you have to put your knowledge very concisely in your communications. And that will only come with 2 to 3 months of regular practice, 2 to 3 times in a week, just like Varghese did it with his busy schedule, with no leaves from his work schedule. So you can also do it. Even if you have a family to take care of, you can definitely go ahead and like everybody is going to be happy once you clear the exam, and you will find all the efforts worth. So thank you, Varghese.
And one more I wanted to say, it is better to make notes of each scenarios, because last time revision, that will help very much.
Right, because the recordings are 2 hours. For example, the recordings are 2 hours. You might find particular area, you cannot go back to listen every time 2 hours. You can make it 1.5x or 2x, but still it will take time. So if you make your notes, that will save you from listening to entire 2 hours. That is going to consume time. So it's good for 1 or 2 times you have heard the recording, but before exams, you have to listen more to your notes or listen to you more yourself rather than going through the recordings. Yeah, that's important. Have your notes. Okay, Varghese, thank you so much, Varghese, for taking out time, and we'll stay connected with you.
Okay.
Wish you the best, and many congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support and your immense classes.
I think it's your hard work, and thank you. Thank you so much for you.
Thank you. My study mates also, Abhimanyu and Anu.
Yeah, we'll convey this to them also. Thank you so much. See you again.